Um, Maddie Delvecchio here. And this is the her side of his story, of how we met. And I'm talking about Anthony because, grr, he's awesomeness. Alright, so, um, I was in a live stream, and it was Murad's live stream. And, it was weird because I really wasn't actually feeling that good that day. And, so I wasn't going to go, but I had this feeling that I should. So I did. And oh my goodness. And so I got in there, and like as soon as I got in there, Serene Double, he's texting me right now. Um I hit the like button, obviously. And he was talking about witches, and that's one of my favorite subjects. So, um I was like, well, I could help you answer your questions. And just being me, I guess. And he was like, okay, well, my email is in the thingy, and so I sent him an email, and he hit me up after he got done with the stream, and we were talking about witches for a couple hours. And the next day, obviously we were talking some more, and he was still asking some questions, but then we started talking about life, and it was weird because it was like through, no, it was like near the middle of that conversation about like everything we were talking about. It was like we clicked, and um, I'm starting to turn red. I'm so shy, guys, and yeah, I turn red very easily. Um, but like, and then he told me some things about him, and he was kind of worried about telling me, like, I don't know. Um, he mentioned that, he didn't want, like, I don't know how to explain it or to word it, but, he told me, like, pretty much, a lot of things. And I told him, I said, you know what? That's fine. Just be yourself. That's all you can do, right? And, so, he's still messaging me. Oh my god, guys. So I do hide a lot, when I get nervous. But, so then, from there, we kept talking. We started talking a lot more. And not too much longer after that, it got to the point to where we was like literally like on the phone like all the time. Now, I'm not used to that. Like, I don't really, I don't have that much that I could say. Well, I didn't think I did, especially for the length of conversations that we had. But it was at the same time, it was one of those things too where, I hadn't actually had a conversation with somebody for so long. It's like, it felt really nice to actually be able to talk to somebody about everything and like stuff that was bothering me. And he told me about like things that was bothering him. And it was, it was great. And then he said, well, I had to tell you something. And I'm like, oh God, what I do now? And he was like, I really like you. I'm like, you know what? I really like you too. hmm And then October 14th was when he asked me if I wanted to make it official. I feel my face changing colors. It is. See, look at me. I'm turning really red right now. And I was like, you know what? Well, let's do it. And yeah. Then now, we have that one relationship that's like, could talk about anything and everything. Legit. Like, we don't hold nothing back. He knows my deepest, darkest secrets ever. Like, the ones that you hide from everybody. Because if they found out, he'd be like, yeah, he knows all those. He knows my triggers. He knows every single thing there is to know about me. He can tell me, he can tell how I'm feeling just by, like, when my eye changes color, when my eyes change colors, and like the tone of my voice, and the way I text, and the way, like, little tiny subtle hints of things. It's funny, because, like, with him, it's like, we, like, know what each other's going to say before we say it. And it happens a lot. And it's so weird, because, like, I know when he's, like, waking up, like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where you can feel it. And he does the same thing. Um, it's amazing. He's amazing. So I have severe anxiety. And when I get anxiety attacks, sometimes they come in waves. And normally I'm like an idiot running around the house, bouncing on my tippy toes, crying like a freaking weirdo, thinking I feel like I'm dying. But the weird thing is, the last one I had, he was talking to me and he was able to calm me down. Just like the sound of his voice is so relaxing. Here we are today, talking about a lot of things, like getting married next month. God, I don't know what he said in his video, but uh oh my god. I need a drink. I'm gonna get one in a second, but if anyone would have told me that I would have found the most perfect guy ever, I would have been like, no. Because trust me, all my relationships are failed. You know, failed. They all went kapoof. And they left me not, it's gonna get a little dark. I'm sorry, guys. But it left me at a point to where, like, big stretch, sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my god. It left me to the point where I felt like I wasn't able to trust anybody per se. I felt, I don't know, just it's crazy. Sometimes I have moments where I feel like I can't do or trust. I just ran into the wall, guys. Hold on, bear with me. I get into the moments where I feel like I can't trust nobody. He's still messaging me. Babe, I know you're gonna watch this. This is why I wasn't responding to your text messages, okay? Don't freak out. Everything's okay, I promise. He makes things so much better. Last night, I found myself laying here crying. Well, I wasn't alone, but, just, he tells me things that nobody's ever said to me before. Things that I never thought that I would hear. Just makes everything so much better. And just the fact that I can trust him with everything is amazing. My son, he doesn't like what. Okay, Jose, um, adores him. He looks up to him and talks about him a lot. Um, yeah. The other day, Jose was like, "Mommy, I don't feel good." I'm like, "Oh, so what's wrong?" He's like, "I don't want to tell you, Mommy. I want to tell Anthony." I said, "Oh, so I'm chopped liver now, eh?" But I just don't know. I've never ever felt this way. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling really weird right now. I feel like some sort of anxiety is like going to kick my ass eventually today. But that's okay. um I mean, they say that, I used to always ask my mom and my grandma when I was little, "Mom, how did you know when you found the right person?" She looks at me. She says, "You know what?" She's like, "You'll know." She said that when you're truly in love with somebody, there's a lot of distinctive things that you're going to feel that you never thought was possible. And, like, thanks, Mom. But she was right. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't. He completes me in so many ways that I didn't even think was possible. I actually trust him. It's really hard for me to trust people these days. Sometimes I try to push him away because I get scared. I'm glad he doesn't leave. I don't want him to go. I don't mean to push him away. I don't mean to try to push him away. But I'm glad he stays. I really am, because I don't know. Anyway, but he's super amazing, and he's like literally um the best person, the best boyfriend, fiance, and he's gonna be the most amazing husband ever. And I'm lucky. I got very lucky. I don't know. I've never done this before, so forgive me. But I love you. I do. And I'm nervous as shit right now. Legit. Um, I wouldn't change anything for the world. I wouldn't. Um, I love him with everything that I possibly have. It's amazing. It's like that feeling that can't eat can't sleep, reach for the stars kind of thing. When we hang up or he has to do something, it's like you miss them already, you know? Or you're wondering if they're okay and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my god. It just, everything's perfect. We have had a couple issues, but when you really love somebody, guys, you can get through anything. Yelling and fighting gets people nowhere. It just makes things worse. That's why, you know, when I get mad or whatever, I just kind of distance myself for a little bit. Um, and but he's so strong because he stays through everything. He really does. But yeah, so that's pretty much my side, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, so I thank you guys and all that jazz. So Anthony, I love you so much. And you messaged me a lot, and I'm sorry I didn't respond. Um, but I love you. So yeah, this is